Hello, welcome. I'm Brian, aka Anthurium Papa to the Anthuriums. No, I do not produce all the Anthuriums, but I will teach you really fun ways to care for them, really fun ways to make sure that they are happy and healthy. So, this is it. This is numero uno. This is the first one, and I couldn't be happier that you're here. So thank you so much for joining me for YouTube video number 1. I'm hoping to create a welcoming environment for everybody that is watching, everybody that is new to anthuriums. So let's get into it. Why am I here? How long have I been growing anthuriums? About 2 years now is how long I've been into these beautiful dark leaf velvety anthuriums. About 2 years, and it's gotten serious in the last year. I've started producing my own seedlings. I've started really focusing in on what it is to create a beautiful dark leaf anthurium. How long have I been growing, period? Well, I've been growing, period, for a very long time. I've been growing peppers, I've been growing veggies, I've been growing bonsai, I've been growing all kinds of things. I've been growing patience is what I've been growing over that time, because you will lose and you will gain a lot of knowledge over that time. You will lose a lot of babies in that time. So I came to be very knowledgeable in how to care for plants and how to experiment and basically just how to move forward with them. Why did I start getting to the beginning is veggies. I really enjoyed growing my own veggies, so like growing peppers, pickling peppers, making pickles, growing tomatoes. There's things that you can grow and eat immediately. I got so much joy out of it. So that was really the strong beginning, and then further into bonsai, the art of bonsai really gave me a deeper appreciation into long-term plant care and what that means to be a long-term plant owner. Why anthuriums? Why these guys? Why the notoriously hard, the notoriously temperamental anthurium? Well, probably because of that. I enjoy a good challenge. I knew from the beginning, I even told myself, hey, I'm not going to get into these guys. They're way too complicated. It's not for me. Step back, Brian. This is not for you. Then I saw the queen anthurium in all her glory, and we all know that is essentially the first anthurium that all anthurium owners see. So she pulled me in. She made the impossible possible. She got me into anthuriums. So that is the true story of how I got into anthuriums. My very first anthurium was pallidiflorum, though. So what are my goals? What are we looking to do here in the community of Anthurium pop-up? Well, I'm looking to make anthuriums accessible. I'm looking to make them fun. Why am I focusing on accessibility? Because initially when I started with anthuriums, I wasn't feeling that accessibility, unfortunately. I got a lot of closed doors, a lot of you can figure that out, a lot of I don't know, knowing they probably know what's going on. So I want to change that. I want to make the anthurium world much more accessible, much more welcoming, and much more fun, because we've all heard horror stories of dying queens, dying anthuriums, crunchy anthuriums. It's a very simple fix on most of these guys, and I am looking to make that information accessible. So make the care accessible, make the readily available not so available, make the not available more readily available, make the community more welcoming, and snuff out a lot of misconceptions, because there are a lot of misconceptions to anthuriums, unfortunately and fortunately, that I want to address and make sure everybody is educated and make sure everybody knows that anthuriums aren't as bad, that you can have some confidence in growing them, and if you follow my steps, then you too can have confidence in growing your anthurium. I want to spread awareness on issues like poaching. Poaching is a very big issue because many of these anthuriums are only in trading within the last 4 or 5 years, a good majority of them. So we've just got to make sure that what we're collecting, or what we're collecting in our larger collections, is ethically collected, is properly collected, that has a lineage to it, that has a good record to it, so that way we can ensure that, hey, this one did not come out of the wild, or if it did come out of the wild, it was collected properly by a botanist and not by a money-hungry individual out to just destroy habitat and get as many as they can and get out. That is also one of my main focuses, that I really want to make sure that as a community that we know, that we that we are knowledgeable and confident in our purchases, then we don't end up finding out down the line that we may have been part of something we didn't want to be. Even talking about things like lineage and talking about legacy. Individuals that contributed tons to our hobby of Anthurium. Individuals like Tim Anderson, the legendary Tim Anderson. The amount of contributions he's made to Anthuriums is long and not as readily brought up as I would hope, and I'm going to change that. It's my goal to change that. So look out for a lot of grower knowledge, a lot of historic knowledge, a lot of legacy knowledge. So that way you know where your red crystal came from. That way you know where all of your anthuriums came from. So you can look to those legends and be like, hey, that's where it came from. I know it. I'm confident in that. I know that knowledge. Because in the end, anthurium growers, we have to know a bit more. We have to know our lineages. We have to know our histories because, like I said, this is all very recently collected. That all being said, what else are we doing here on Anthurium Papa? Well, I would really love to do some vlogs. I want to do some day in the life vlogs. I want to do some simple up pot, repotting and chat, all the above. I want to do all those. I want to give you guys an insight into what my day in the life looks like on caring for so many babies, caring for multiple areas. We'll do tours, we'll do my favorites, we'll do goods and bads and the uglies, all the above. There will be nothing hidden. This will not be Instagram shiny. This will be everything that you want and need to know about your Anthurium collection. Also, I would love to do podcasts. Podcasts of individuals like I was talking about earlier that really are the legacies, are the people that made this Anthurium collecting possible. The heavy hitters, the OGs, the people that started it all. So I'm hoping to create a long podcast series, an in-person podcast series, not over live or anything like that. I want that in-person, that feel, that communication, that interaction that happens naturally between individuals when they see each other. Over the chat, we already know there kind of feels like a wall there. So that's what I'm hoping to where I'm hoping to go all over Florida. I'm hoping to go all over the United States. I'm hoping to travel a bit this year. I'm hoping to travel a bit next year, and hopefully we'll do a bunch of podcasts, y'all. I'm really looking forward to getting some really pivotal people in the community, inspirational people in the community, and it's not all just about anthuriums, guys. The greater growing community, the greater aeroid community, the greater tropical plant community is what I want to focus on. So you will be seeing all across the board. Yes, I am Anthurium Papa, but I grow many plants. Living in Florida, I am blessed to be able to grow so many species just outside. So pay attention, hang out, and I will provide. Cool? Awesome.